Yo, what's going on, everybody? Today is Thursday, October 30th, 2025. Bitcoin block height 921476. Transaction fees 1 sat per VByte across the board. Just over 101,000 unconfirmed transactions in this mempool. Bitcoin USD price 107,818 US pieces of paper. 24-hour high was 112,555. 24-hour low was 107,354. Of course, I was looking at the monthly here, and of course I get in at 109, which is still an amazing deal, and it dips to 107. But what are you going to do? Doesn't matter. 109 is great. That's why I was looking at the 1 month chart. Like, yo, 1 month, the high was 24-hour high for 1 month was 126K. And the 1 month low was 104,000. So 109,000. That's a steal of a deal. Thought it was great. And 107,000 is great too. So really, if you look at these sats per USD, you know, you get 927 Satoshis per $1 US, which is amazing. But even at 109,000, it was something like 921 Satoshis for $1 US. So amazing as well. It's still a great deal. You know, a couple $1,000 now that Bitcoin's over $100,000, it's really not that much. 120,000, 110,000. What's the difference? It really isn't much, believe it or not. It seems like it is in our brains, but it's really not. Right now, you get 927 Satoshis for $1. Eventually, that will be 1 for 1. It's going to cost you $1 for 1 Satoshi. And then it's going to cost you $927 for 1 Satoshi. It's going to flip. So it's amazing. You know, we got all these altcoins out there. Everybody's unit biased. And this is it. This is what you need to be. You need to be accumulating Satoshis. If you want. I mean, hey, maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. Time will tell. Let's take a look here at Spaces Protocol. 1.53 total Bitcoin burned. 9,684 bids. 3,972 transfers and registers. And 3,328 rollouts. Almost at 10,000 bids. And almost at 2 whole Bitcoin burn. We got to 1 Bitcoin burn pretty quick. Then it slowed down a little bit. Everyone came in here and they picked up. Let's see here. Bid value. The highest one. So Bitcoin, the Bitcoin space at Bitcoin. AI. The single digits. The 1. XMS. ID was a popular one as well. Art was popular. Hello, believe it or not. Ask Me. ZK Porn. This one saw a lot of bids here. It rolled out for 5,000 Satoshis. Went all the way up to 1 million Satoshis. 0.01 Bitcoin for porn. Pretty cool. And right now in testnet 4, Spaces Protocol has the subspaces are out. So you can mess around with subspaces. And all these ones right now are top level spaces. So you can have billions of subspaces on these. And these are just human readable Bitcoin public keys. Just like we have human readable Bitcoin private keys. But for these, you can use them as websites. Domains like .coms, .net, .org. You can use them for usernames like gaming usernames. You can use them for online usernames like social media sites, X, Nostr, things like that. Permissionless, open source, low data count or data size on Bitcoin chain, only 60 bytes approximately for a top level space and 42 bytes for subspace. And that's unlimited subspaces all bundled into one transaction, 42 bytes. So definitely not bloating Bitcoin chain. The Bitcoin, as you can see here, 1.5 Bitcoin burned. It's burned in op return, so it doesn't bloat the UTXO set, doesn't make extra wallet addresses that just hold Bitcoin that can never be spent. It's just burnt through op return, so that's pretty cool. You can check it out, spacesprotocol.org. There's a lot here to learn. It's been out for less than a year. I think November 20th, 2024 is when it launched on Bitcoin mainnet. They should put that up here, like stats when it launched. So we're coming up on 1 full year. And it's gaining some adoption, 1.5 Bitcoin burn. That's a lot of Bitcoin, actually. People are burning their Bitcoin to convert their long string. You got your public key. They're converting it into a human readable name. So you got this address. Well, this is the transaction ID, but look at all these addresses here. So these BC1 addresses. Hard to remember these things. You have to triple check them, copy and paste. It's just not realistic that people are going to use these BC1 addresses. So Spaces Protocol just converts them into human readable names, small digits, RMB, CNY, C3, intelligence. That's kind of cool. Send it to intelligence, Bitcoin payments. You can use emojis and stuff. Let's take a look at the marketplace. I saw some emojis up here. Yeah, these two emojis, you could use these as Bitcoin wallet addresses. Pretty cool. Let's see the latest listings on the marketplace. We got IB369, Anchor, NT, YY, Quest, Yuki, Sun, and Security. I also think that they should put the stats up here. So we have the Explorer here with all the stats. I think they should do that on marketplace here, where it tells you how many are for sale, how many have sold, how much Bitcoin has been transferred. I think that would be cool. People like to see that. Also, some filters too, I think would be cool, where you could have it maybe a sidebar here with some filters that tell you, you can look for single digit spaces, double digit spaces, less than this, 3-digit, 4, 5, 6, whatever, emojis. I think when the subspaces come out, this marketplace is going to be flooded with subspaces because, like I said, it only costs one transaction, 42 bytes of data on the Bitcoin blockchain to create 1 billion subspaces. That's amazing. That's insane. And the subspaces never expire, so they're forever, and you can just slap them up here for sale. So people are going to go wild once the subspaces launch on Bitcoin main chain. That should be coming soon. We should definitely be getting that before the end of this year, 2025. So I expect it probably November sometime. It's going to be awesome. And then these top level spaces are going to be even rarer and even more valuable, I think, because the subspaces are just going to be everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, people are going to be giving them out. People are going to be giving them out because one of the things that I know a lot of people are going to do, they already have it planned up. They got these websites where, like a Facebook or an X or a Friendster, someone might be bringing Friendster back. And when you log in and you get your username, you sign in, let's say you sign in for your X username, you get a Bitcoin subspace. It's not just a username on a centralized platform. It's an actual username on the Spaces protocol that's anchored in Bitcoin. So pretty amazing there. Think about how that could change the entire internet, where you go to a website that needs a username and password and you sign up for an account, sign up for a username, and what you get is a Bitcoin space. That thing acts as your username, it acts as your identity, it acts as a payment, a wallet. You can receive Bitcoin payment to it. So possibilities are endless here. A lot going on in Spaces Protocol. Pretty exciting times. All right, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you all for watching.